set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Soldier Field. Takes it at the 7th. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields going to throw right away. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Again, Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 31-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. Give them 18 on the play. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to the 25. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Robinson with another carry. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. but it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll run with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Second and 5. Now Fields. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Fields on third down. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action, Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. With the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Taken down at the 42.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the Bears punter now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As apologies to Coach, cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. 3rd quarter action ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Fields. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Fields going to keep it once more. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff for Herbert. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool from 6 yards away. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good to make it 17-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 27. They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there, not a big impact on 1st down. Second and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top for Miller. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And that flag accepted. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll run here with Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Coup for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. from the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Herbert. Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Herbert once more. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Y'all got time. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Do your thing. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's go right here.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. This is Herbert. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Mac Hollins the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 82 yards. took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.